What's up, guys? It's Big Dog Beeve, or as if you didn't really know. Back down in the basement at the bench. I want to do a quick update on my Taurus 1911. I've made a couple of upgrades, and I just wanted to kind of show them off a bit for you here. First off, you know what? I need to get this out of the way. Pete from the Armory channel, dude, thank you. I can't thank you enough. I woke up this morning and my inbox was completely flooded with subscribes and comments thanks to your 5 under 5, man. I really, truly appreciate that. And next time I see you, I'm going to have to buy you a cheesesteak or a hoagie, whatever you want, man. It's on me. So I just cannot thank you enough. That was awesome, dude. Seriously. So now that I have a whole bunch of new subscribers, I am going to do the best that I can to try and keep my videos entertaining and interesting, because I certainly don't want to lose any subscribers. So if you guys have ideas for what maybe you'd like to see me do, then put a comment in. Let me know. Anyway, the Taurus 1911 in stainless steel. You guys have seen this before. The last time you saw it, though, you probably saw it with the black grips. Well, I have gone ahead and upgraded and put these grips on here. These grips are made by Rasco, R-A-A-S-C-O grips. Let me see if I can bring that up there for you. Okay, Rasco grips. They make grips specifically, other than for just 1911s, they also make grips specifically for the Taurus, because the Taurus is actually slightly wider in here, so these grips extend a little farther out. On top of that, because of the ambi safety, they have the cut. So, and then I spent an extra $5 to get the thumb relief in here. You know, it's functional. I just like the look of it, so I kind of went with that. But if you're unsure what I'm talking about, go to rascogrips.com. That's R-A-A-S-C-O grips.com. Under the Taurus Diamond Wood section, they have a little infographic up there that shows you where regular 1911 grips fit on a Taurus versus where these grips fit on a Taurus. So, this color here is actually charcoal and purple, and they have 3 different styles. They have all smooth, all textured, and then this one here, which is kind of half and half. Again, let me bring that up there, and hopefully you guys can see that up here is all smooth and here is textured. So when you're gripping, your fingers are here, and on the other side, the main point of contact is right there on the textured grip. So I really like that. Plus I like the design on how it's done, and in there I also have another set on order, and it's just going to be the same design, the exact same design, except it's going to be in blue and charcoal. And went for 40 bucks without the cut. That was an extra 5. But for 40 bucks, if you have a Taurus, you can't beat that price for grips. I mean, these feel great. Those are just awesome. Not that there's anything wrong with the original grips. The original grips aren't too bad either. They're just plastic. So this is actually called diamond wood. I'm assuming it's a manufactured wood. It's not real wood. So, but other than that, they do have other grips for other 1911s. I highly recommend checking them out. They didn't give me anything for free. I'm not really stumping for them. I'm just saying that this is really what I liked. Again, because it gave you this nice little thing, this nice design in here. They also have grips that'll cover up the mainspring housing pin or leave it exposed, like here. I like how it's exposed. A quick note, though. I will say this. For those that saw my other video, Taurus, when they ship their firearms, they pack them in so much grease it's not even funny. So I spent over an hour cleaning this gun when I originally got it. Well, when I swapped the grips out, guess what I found underneath the old grips? More freaking grease. So if you get a Taurus and you need to clean the packing grease off, take the grips off too. It's probably a smart idea. That way you can get the grease underneath. So now this is all clean underneath as well. The only other change that I've really made to this weapon at the time is Taurus comes with a full-length guide rod. I have removed the full-length, by the way, safety checked. Okay, I've removed the full-length guide rod and I put in a standard GI guide rod and plug. So you can see it's not open down here for the full-length guide rod. Now why did I do that? Now there's no real difference in full-length versus standard. I haven't seen anything online to indicate that a full-length is better than a standard or a standard is better than a full-length. To me it sounds that there's no... It doesn't matter. I think it's a matter of what you prefer. Personally, I have other guns that when you pull the slide, the guide rod sticks out. In my eyes, well, yes, I know this is a Taurus, this isn't a Colt, this isn't a Kimber, this isn't a Smith & Wesson, but nonetheless, it's a 1911. And to me, seeing that guide rod sticking out in a 1911, it's just not right. My dad has an old Colt 1911 that was manufactured in 1918. Okay? When you pull it back, this is what it looks like. I don't like the look, personally, of a full-length guide rod sticking out. So, I swapped it out, and I have a regular plug. On top of that, I like being able to push this in and remove the barrel bushing without the use of the wrench. So that means I don't have to take the wrench with me if I go to the range and I need to break the gun down to do a quick cleaning or anything like that. And I guess finally, so far, I've had a lot of people ask me questions about this gun when they see it. It's like, oh, well, what do you think of the Taurus? I got a couple people at the gun show at Oaks see it because I was wearing it. I was carrying openly like I usually do. And they were asking me, I was like, oh, have you had any, binding or feeding issues or anything like that? And I was honest with them. And I told them, I said, the only feeding issue I had had one failed to eject round, but that was the ammo, because everything else was perfectly fine. And I had one fail to feed that was because also of ammo that had a huge divot taken out. Go check out my Taurus 1911 video that I think it's like the second one I ever did on this channel. So, basically, the way I see it is this: if you're seriously looking at a 1911 and you don't have $1,000 to spend, you don't have $1,500 to spend. Okay, I'm assuming these have to be the greatest guns in the world. I don't know. I was flipping through, I guess it was Guns Magazine, and they're giving away this month a Cabot Arms 1911. So I did some quick research on Cabot Arms, who's based out of western Pennsylvania, just north of Pittsburgh. The gun that they're giving away in Guns Magazine, the whole package is like a $5,300 package. The gun itself is $5,000. Okay, I am not about to spend $5,000 on a gun. I mean, I might, but for what I need, for my form, for function, this is perfectly fine for me. Plus, if I spent $5,000 on a gun, I think my wife would shoot me with it. And I'm willing to bet there's probably a lot of you in the exact same scenario, in the exact same situation that I'm in that one. But, so, I mean, for a $600 gun, $700 gun, this was actually $620 in the stainless steel. It's a little bit cheaper if you get just the blued one. This for me is awesome. In fact, I've had a lot of compliments. A lot of people see the Taurus and they go, that's a really nice looking gun. And then they ask me about how it functions. Or, I've heard really good things about Taurus. Now they've got their manufacturing problems worked out. In the beginning, yes, it's my understanding they had a lot of problems with their 1911s. But they've since corrected that. Yeah, if you don't want to spend $1,000 on, a Smith & Wesson or a Springfield or something like that, if you're only looking to spend $500, $600 on a 1911, I can't recommend this enough. It's as simple as that. So, the last modification I plan on doing with this is the barrel. Right up in here, you can see, it's starting to get, it got scratched from the slide. So, once again, thanks to Pete from the Armory channel, I have some 2000 grit sandpaper coming. So I'll drop this in a vise and I'll just kind of sand that down. I've already got a little more than 500 rounds through it at this point, and then we can go ahead and buff the slide out basically and make it look all pretty up there. So really, that's it. Taurus 1911 is pretty much the way I like it right now. It feels great. It fires well. It was feeding everything I gave it, including my reloads. So if you're looking for a good, quality 1911 and don't want to spend too much for it, can't recommend the Taurus PT 1911 too much. Anyway, all my new subscribers, thanks for coming over. I can't appreciate that enough. Pete, I can't thank you enough, man. Seriously. So, to all my new subscribers, welcome to the channel. And I hope you guys find my videos entertaining and informative. And I hope you stick around. So as always, folks, I would appreciate if you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, we'll see you next time.